Hey guys, so what would I be doing if I never done coaching in my life? If I was never doing my coaching online and stuff, I wouldn't be in the same place I am today. I would not have air writing in my life. I would not have the mindset I have in my life. I would not be a writer. I would not achieve the same amount of success that I do have now. So in my daily life, I'm always coaching myself. And my hand is coaching me. My hand, okay? And because I use my hand, I air write with my hand. And I'm using code zero. And now if you don't know what code zero is, then I suggest you go get my book. And you can find my book, which is called The Code of Danny Milivojevic, on Google. You can find it at amazon.com.au. And it's only $2, okay? This book is $2, but there's four books in the series at the moment. And you have to realize that it's just disorganized thinking coming back to the word I, okay? And now if you want more detailed explanation about Code Zero, please check out the book. And it's just my writing where I come back to the word I in my writing. And that's it. There's nothing else, okay? But the code of Danny Milivojevic, Code Zero, will help you to see much better about how I write Code Zero on laptop or in my writing. So I want to say that plenty of people are going to hurt you, and you have to find your way through life. And you have to find your way through life to give of yourself to make sure that you're trying to live the best life possible. And now, if you don't have a lot of money, why do you think that is? Do you think it's because you're not working 9 to 5? Is it because you're not investing in making events for yourself? Or is it because you don't have the wisdom you need to be able to make that kind of money that you're looking for? But I want to say that what you want to be doing with your life is every single day doing something to help yourself to succeed. Okay? That means reading every day. That means going out, seeing the world, going indoors, going outdoors, and trying to figure it out, you know? You have to try and figure out your life. But what happens if you don't have many views online, okay, about your videos and everything? Then you can always do paid advertising on each video or on each post that you make. And you can get all this attention, okay? But of course, many people don't have money to pay advertise online. And what you can do is you can go the free way, okay? Just because people are not viewing your content a lot does not mean that it's not valuable, okay? So you want to be understanding that you want to dive into the mind, you want to dive into your thoughts and who you are. You want to help yourself to grow as much as possible. And you want to be helping yourself to stimulate your mind and just talk a lot of words, you know. Because when you talk a lot of words, when you're talking something that you're doing in your heart, and you manifest your dreams and you're growing yourself in the best kind of way and you're doing something to help the world, I promise you that's everything. So stimulating your mind every single day, trying to figure out your life, trying to figure out where you're going with your life, what can you do for yourself, how can you grow as a person, how can you make something of yourself, for example, and just posting a lot of information online, you know, posting so much information online that other people are not able to finish the content that you've given. You know what I'm saying? So you have to realize there's a lot of competition out there in terms of channels, in terms of YouTube channels, social media, everything. So no wonder you're not getting a lot of engagement on your social media because you haven't done paid advertising on your account yet. But also because there's so much channels in life. There's so much information going on, for example. And there's so much information on the internet, okay, that you're trying to find your way. You're trying to find your way to get people to read your words so that you can make a lasting legacy, so that you can exist in this world. You understand? But what you need to figure out is yourself first. You have to figure out your life, okay? First, figure it out for yourself, and then give the content toward people, okay? But you have to do as you please, and you have to understand that you have to think as you do. You understand? You have to think and do what you feel is best for you. Whether that be going the freeway, whether that be having a girlfriend or whatever it is, make sure that you're succeeding. Make sure you're looking to help yourself, that you're looking to study the mind, that you're looking to find the information within you to move forward. Because those people who can actually succeed, they're the ones who can speak. They're the ones who can give of themselves. They're the ones who can study life and read all the books that there are on the internet and everything. So you want to be getting to a better point of view. You want to be getting to a better mindset. You want to be leveling up. You want to be leveling up your life, posting information online every day, regardless of who's watching, regardless of if anybody's watching. I promise you, someone out there is watching your channel. So you want to make a difference. You want to make a difference for your life. And I'd rather do life coaching. I'd rather be posting information online all day long, for example, than having to work pickpacking roles and packing boxes and cleaning machines and all this bullshit that they have for jobs these days. You have to realize that life is not always easy, you know. Life is not easy, okay? You have to speak your mind. You have to speak the person you are. And you have to get your message across, and you have to be living your best life. That means every single day practicing your coaching, practicing what you're doing, understanding your flow of everything you're about, and understanding that when you go to that place where you're going very soon, that you remain optimistic, that you be silent, say less, but do more. You understand? And this means that you have to really understand your perspective, that you really have to understand who you are, and that you really have to understand that you have to come from a coaching perspective. That you have to be coaching life. You have to be coaching something in life. And those people who coach for a living, they're the ones who are doing paid advertising online to get leads to coach people. But if you can't afford paid ads, then you have to do it the free way, which means just posting information on social media. You understand? But I've been doing my work since the age of 25. I started writing at 25 years of age. And a lot's changed for me since those days when I started writing my Ultimate Road to Success book, which you can find in my Instagram bio link at Danny Milivojevic. And I've changed as a person because lots of things I've understood much more now about writing and about my life and about how I'm leveling up as an individual, you know. That there's a lot of information to go through, you know. And then you have to be studying every single day of your life. You have to be always learning. You have to be always growing. You have to be always posting and creating. And you have to be making your profile come true, you know. And those people who have something going on online, I promise you someone out there does see what you're doing and someone does hear you. You understand? So you have to realize that also when, for example, in situations where a woman can cheat on a man, you have to realize that you have to understand something. That people, for example, are difficult, okay? And if you're not the person that they want, they're more likely to leave you. You know, so they're more likely to cheat on you, and they're more likely to backstab you if you are not liked by them, okay? But you have to realize that people don't care about how much you have given to them unless they see how much you've helped them. You know what I'm saying? And now, if you've helped them so much in life, they'd be more willing to help you to succeed. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't want your help, okay, then you go find people who need your help. You go towards people who are looking for your content. And you have to target these individuals through advertisement and through word of mouth. You understand? And you have to keep doing your work for free, you know, because my love of my life is my work, you know. I like to do my work because it just helps me, you know. It helps me to get into a better state of mind. I start living better, I start breathing better. I start understanding more, I start wanting to help in some kind of way. I start wanting to create things and make something of myself for the world. And for me, it's not about fame, it's about helping people, you know. I want people to see my content so that I can help them. But also other people are helping them for me right now. You know, so all I need to do is just contribute back to the world by helping God to talk through me, through my channel, which is God's knowledge, and help God process this information in the world by speaking it out of myself. That's the main thing. That's what I want to be doing all my life. And I found my true work. I found what I want to do all my life. That's everything that I'm doing online. I want to do that for the rest of my life, which is music production, DJing, and life coaching. I'm a writer. I love to write. I'm an air writer. I love to air write. I'm one of those natural born writers. You know, I've written over 70 ebooks. Okay. You can get them all on amazon.com.au. Okay, or you can Google my name, Danny Milivojevic, and you'll find my Kindle store there. And you can go through the books, you know, you can go through my YouTube channel, you can go through all the content of the world and stuff like that, you know, like you can shop around, you've got all these ideas, everything, you know. But you have to pick your teachers wisely, you have to pick people who are inspiring, people who are giving unique content that you won't find elsewhere. And you need to be tuning into the world and inspiring people, you know. And I find when I air write while I'm actually talking to you right now, that I'm opening up a stimulation of my mind. I'm stimulating my mind, but I'm growing in the process. And I find when I stimulate my mind, that I have words coming toward me. And I know that I can be a public speaker and that I can make all these events around the world. But what's holding me back right now is just my ability, for example, to get there. Although I have the ability to get there, I just want to be able to get to a better position in my life. I want to get wiser. I want to get more authentic. I want to practice my craft. I want to make as much content as I can, regardless of who's watching and who's not watching, you know. I mean, it's a shame that a lot of people are not watching my content, you know, because I truly do help people, you know. I truly speak my mind and I give my content to the world, you know. And it's coming straight from the heart, you know. But I want to be myself and I want to do my work. So I have social media, you know. I've got social media, I've got YouTube channel, I've got TikTok, I've got Snapchat, I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook. I'm just not on LinkedIn. I don't use LinkedIn and I don't use Twitter, okay? I use Twitter just to see the trends. I don't use it to post any information on it. But I use Threads, okay, in my Instagram, and that's like my Twitter, okay? And you have to realize that because I post all this information online, I feel that I'm having a great purpose in my life. That I can stay in my room all day long and just post information online all my life. But of course, we all want to see the world, we want to go out, we want to go night clubbing, we want to visit our favorite artists, we want to meet them, we want to do everything to help ourselves to grow and to have an authentic conversation with someone deeply so that you can feel understood, Like we all want to feel understood by the people around us. We want to dive into a conversation with people without any blockages and without arguing and without having fights, And it's not always like that, but I want to say that you need to grow, you need to be able to give your information to people and speak your mind, I promise you, those people who do speak their mind, they're further along the lines of people who can inspire people. Because it's about creating your own YouTube channel and social media and posting content on it for the rest of your life. And this is how you contribute back to the world that you live in while doing your daily life activities, okay, and making something of yourself online. And social media is free, okay, but nothing is free in the world, although you need to give a lot of free content without getting paid for it. But in the wisdom, you'll get paid for it. Forever, what you speak in the world, you have already accumulated for yourself. So if you give 10,000 hours of knowledge online, you've actually boosted your wisdom because you've helped people in that kind of way for that long, So that's why every single day you want to study, you want to get deep into the wisdom, You want to be studying a lot. You want to be helping yourself to grow as a person. And myself, when I was 27, when I was traveling around Australia, I'm much better now. I'm much better now, even though I'm not as good in my habits as I was previously. Although I'm much more authentic in a way that I'm able to speak my mind much better now because I'm stimulating my mind with air writing and I feel I'm much more who I need to be, I feel I'm much more vibing now in a way that I wasn't vibing before like that. So I've changed over time and I've done new things in my life and I've learned some new things in my life. But it's all about how you can give your content to the world through your channel and advertise your channel to the masses. And that's how you gain attraction, that's how you gain following, that's how you gain all this popularity and everything online. But you want to be understanding that there's a lot of work to do every single day. And there's a lot to give and there's a lot to do for yourself to manifest your dreams and to get to the point that you need to be at, So I want to say just be very free flowing, you want to be free flowing and discovering yourself. You want to transform like a butterfly, you want to, like a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. You want to be able to transform into that authentic version of yourself. And the only way to do that is through learning, you know. The more you learn, the more you earn, you know. And in that kind of sense, I want to say that the better your mindset, okay, about life and how you think and how you study, the better overall life you're going to have. And you have to realize that your hands are your companion. And if you're not using your hands to think, then you will not have a quality life that you deserve. What I mean by this is that there's a secret, okay? And this secret, I will say, is your ability to think with your hand. You have to use your hands to think. So I'm using my hand to think right now and stimulate my mind while I'm talking to you. And words are just fucking shooting in my mind, you know? And everywhere in my life and my mind, in my mind right now, I've got a lot of words happening in my mind. And I stimulate my thinking through my ear writing that I'm using with my hand. And because I'm doing that, I feel more authentic in my nature to express words and to live my life and to fill in the blanks with my hand and everything. And my ear writing just helps me to really dive deep into knowledge and skills and everything that I want to become. I'm giving it, you know, I'm giving myself to people. I'm giving my life. I'm giving everything that I have online. And I'm trying my best. And I want to help myself to just get to a better stage in my life. Of course, everyone wants to get better and everyone wants to do something with their life to succeed. But it's about studying, it's about growing, it's about understanding where can you go with your life, what can you do, how can you stimulate your mind, and what areas of life can you improve. So it's always understanding your thoughts, understanding your fears, understanding your values, who you are as a person right now, how can you develop. And you can always develop, you know. All your life you can develop. You just need to understand how to do your business, you know. And I feel that the world is getting smarter. I feel the world is getting more aware that people are helping this world and that people are doing everything they can to help the ones in their life, you know. And yes, there's that 0.1% or whatever of people in the world who are doing bad to the world and stuff, but when you turn on the news, you actually find that there's a lot of negativity happening on the news. So I never try to turn on the news because the news doesn't help me. It helps me to find out about the world, but it's always negative on the news. Everything on the news is very negative. So I turn on programs like Tom Bill U. I listen to music production content. I watch DJs at festivals, and I sometimes go to the cinema to watch a movie. And sometimes in life also you have to realize that you just go alone, you know. You just go alone to wherever you need to go. But you want to go somewhere where you feel free, where you feel free to express yourself, where people understand who you are and how good you are. Because I feel that other people just don't feel that I'm good enough to teach them anything. So I want to say that I am good enough. I just have to put myself in situations where I'm teaching a lot and where I'm really thriving. I'm thriving, I'm growing, I'm understanding more, I'm really diving deep into the knowledge. And because of the knowledge and because of how I'm speaking and how I'm really living my life, that I want to help myself to explore. I want to explore life because life is worth it. And I know that sometimes it doesn't seem like that, because life is not always uphill, and sometimes you fall down and you make mistakes and then you feel like a failure and then you feel upset, and then you have mood swings and then you're angry and then you're happy again, and then you cry and then you're happy again and you just like, it's a wave of emotions, and because you have to get to a better place, you have to study your craft. You have to study the person you are. You have to look in your life to see how can you educate people and how can you make those things that you want in your life come true. Because all you want is the wisdom of that. You just want the wisdom of where you want to be in your life. And that wisdom you can attract now. And once you have that wisdom in you about that path you want to be on, once you connect all the dots, then you can finally do it. Then you're finally doing it because you've connected the dots. So to get to a better point in your life, you have to connect the dots, learn, grow, understand where you're coming from, and know yourself. Know the person you are, and start helping the world today, every single day of your life, on social media, posting information, learning the craft, learning the social media game, and just making something come true for yourself. In a sense, so you want to be helping yourself to grow, you want to be helping yourself to become the best person of your life, and understanding to make your dreams come true is something that has to be number one in your life. You understand? Because every single day you're always doing something to become better. You're always trying to help yourself to get to a better stage. So achieving your dreams is what you want. So try to make everything happen for yourself to get to that stage in your life where you can finally coach people and where you can finally do something in life where you can teach yourself everything you ever need to know about life. Because when you're coaching, when you're actually getting to the point in your life where you're studying and when you're doing something to help yourself to succeed, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it to study the mind, to study where you come from, to study your culture, your history, everything. To study whatever it is that is your passion. Go that way, Go the route that is going to teach you something. Start teaching yourself a lot about life and start making everything come true, Talk to as many people as you can. Help as many people as you can. Start doing everything through your channel. And that's it, Every single day, there's always something for everyone. And you just want to get to a better stage in your life and helping yourself to grow. But when you're making seminars, you have to speak for a long period of time unless you're hiring other people, So when you hire other people, then they make everything easier for you to do your work, And you're still making a name for yourself and everything. So you have to learn the fundamental game of coaching so that you can actually help yourself to grow as a person and get to the stage that you need to be at. And it's a fun process. It's fun to do. You just have to find yourself doing it much more and getting paid for it. Getting paid for your work, finally, Because it does take a long time of doing something that you love to do in order to get paid for it eventually. But you have to craft your skills. You have to understand that you are worth it and that you can speak to anyone that you set your mind to. and that you can grow with them, and that you can have a happy conversation, a good conversation with them, teaching them something about life, and showing your true persona to people, showing who you are, but being nice in the process. And now, don't seek to be very liked by everyone, but seek to just help around where you can. Try to help out yourself the most, and try to get to a better stage in your life. So every single day when you're growing yourself, you have to understand that you have to do something to be straightforward with what you're doing. Understanding that your time is now. Your time is now to help yourself to grow and to live your life the best way you can. And start understanding to learn as much as you can, but never fluctuate. You understand? Don't seek to fluctuate. Seek to learn and grow. You understand? And that's how you grow, and that's the best advice I can give you in this video. And try to understand that you're always going to get to a better stage in your life as long as you're learning and growing, and that you will evolve and that you will somehow get there. But you have to keep believing. You have to keep understanding yourself. Belief in yourself is everything. So every single day, get out there, start living more life, start going outdoors and start being indoors even more as well. And start really working on your dreams, working on yourself to become your best version.